Good evening, my distinguished men, my distinguished gentlemen. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing well. Hope our frequencies are very high, not low. Let's keep our energy up. Hope nothing disturbed your peace this week, because it was definitely a testing week for me, which is, comes with the territory of this journey that we call life. It just comes with the territory where it's not about what happens, it's about the way you react to what happens. And that's just how it is. No matter if it's a flat tire or something happened at work. I know your coworker may be getting too close. They don't have no social distance, and you really just want to in their head and they leave them distancing on the floor. But it's not about what happens, it's about the way you react to what happens. But I want to bring some nuggets on. How we do every Sunday. We bring these nuggets, we bring these gems, we bring these these messages, so we can understand one another. That's what these messages are for, to bring reality and facts. That's what I do. I bring reality and I bring facts. Some people may not like it, they may not get it, they may not understand it, but the ones that do, we here. We distinguish men, and we distinguish gentlemen, and we distinguish women, however you want to call it, But no, this message today was very dear and very obvious this week. It was just so crazy how I would see certain patterns and certain messages. And as I got on actually one of these sites where you see like maybe Old World Star or something like that, and I seen Mena, I think that's how you pronounce her name, and that's Safari, the girl that the guy that dated Nicki Minaj, her ex-boyfriend. And as you can tell, we've seen this woman on I think it might have been one of them love hip hop places, them reality TV shows, and she was wild. She was wild. She was loud. The guy she would date would be a certain look, certain businessman, certain whatever it was. It was in the music industry more than likely, but it was just a different type of look and a different type of speech. She was very attractive, but no one I would have picked. You know what I mean? And I don't care about looks. Looks. I do care, but that isn't what makes my final decision, as in the woman I would choose to be with and choose to have a relationship with, either or. And no, she was stating something that I was already going to talk to our distinguished men and distinguished women about, how our women don't know how to distinguish the difference between the AKA the good man and the corny man. The good men to most women are them AKA thugs, or guys that may have this certain look and do certain things, and you can tell that their life is they live in this roller coaster life. They live in this roller coaster life doing them, and it looks good to a woman. And then they have a guy like Safari, which is very clear even with Nicki Minaj, that he was very loyal, he was very consistent, he stayed by her side through it all, until I don't know what happened or why they broke up. But Mena, which is his wife, is actually his wife now, she was stating how the women on social media would just call him corny, call him a nerd, call him all kinds of names. And she's like, this man is a good husband. He's a good father. He knows who he is. Yes, he enjoys life. He is goofy. He's playful, but he is who he is. He accepts who he is. He's not trying to be someone else. And most of the time, and this is a fact, the pattern of women, they always go after the same man that they actually despise, that the same man that they do not AKA want, the same man that hurt them before, the same man that had almost the same look, And it's just, like I said, women don't know how to distinguish the difference between the good man and the bad man. Even though you may get your lesson, you may, you'll touch a iron once, and you know for a fact it's hot. That's an easy lesson. That's a lesson that is self-explanatory. But you may meet a man that obviously he doesn't even know how to put on some hard-bottom shoes. He don't know how to go to church. He don't know how to pray. He don't know how to pray over his family. He doesn't know how to keep you safe. Keep you safe as a woman. And that means emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. But then you have this man over here who may inbox you and came to you like a gentleman. And I just seen this this past week. A guy came to a young lady, and he was watching her. He was very observant of her moves on social media. That she's been on dates, that she's talked to other guys, and she'll post about being on these dates, talk about how these guys are, how the dates suck. So he decides to go ahead and shoot his shot, which he should. He should shoot a shot. If he's interested, he shot his shot. Asked her, does she have time? And she let him know, I'm busy in school. I'm busy doing this. I'm busy doing that. I have kids. And he's like, oh, okay, that's cool. And she's like, I'm busy during the day. He's like, okay, what about in the evening? I'll take you somewhere to go eat in the evening. She's like, oh, I'm busy. I'm too busy, basically. And he's like, you said this before. So it's very clear he's made his presence very known before. And but she screenshotted it and posted it. And a lot of people it's so crazy how people are when it comes to this love, and when it comes to this dating, and when it comes to meeting one another, and a lot of guys and girls was like, oh yeah, he's thirsty and this and this. And I'm looking at these messages like, this man was straightforward. He was so honest and straightforward and very genuine and very much a gentleman. He was out of his league, as I posted on her status. Yes, he was out of his league, but he was a gentleman. And he didn't deserve for the screenshots, because the way he came at her and the way she dodged him, and he still was very respectful, said a lot about that type of men. And these are the good men that women look past and look by. These are them safaris. These are these distinguished men. And I've been one of those men. Women would look right by, and I'm thinking in my mind, like, I'm probably the best thing you would ever happen that would ever happen to you in your life. Women would pray for men, good men, and don't even pay attention to what they pray for. Our distinguished women need to open their eyes and stop thinking about, oh, he needs to be 6'8", he needs to have this, he needs to have that. It's so funny. Our distinguished women would say these type of things, and I would hear these type of comments and expectations when they have nothing to bring to the table. And when a man like me come around, a distinguished man, ass and titties don't matter. PhDs don't matter. None of that matters. So at some point, you got to grow up and pay attention to the difference between the good men and the bad men. I just wanted to send that message out. It's a very important message. Women have to pay attention to the real men. See if they're good fathers first before you actually sleep with them. That's just a nugget. I just want to throw that out there. But listen, I'm gonna go do what I need to do for my evening, and enjoy my evening while we still got a little bit of brightness. And that's when life is still, the day is still great. So I'm gonna go and enjoy my evening. Get some good food, get some good laughs, get some good frequencies. And until next time, my distinguished men, my distinguished women, keep your frequencies high.